It straight up looks like a dinosaur bone. And there's this really nice ammonite. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are out at Benbrook Lake, out by my house, and we're gonna be looking for some fossils. We're at the spillway at Benbrook Lake, which is supposed to be like the #1 place at this lake to find fossils, ammonites, sea urchins, some fun stuff. So gonna get out here, see what we find, hopefully find some good and cool looking items. There's this really cool looking grasshopper right here. Really pretty. Never seen one that color. Let me see if I can get him on my finger. Look at that guy. Really pretty. He was just sitting on the rocks down here. You guys let me know what type of species of grasshopper this is. I've never seen one this color. Let's keep looking for fossils though. The rule for this area is no digging equipment allowed. You can only collect what you can get with your hands. So stuff like that is not gettable, not doable. But gotta stick by the rules. So no pickaxes, no shovels. Sad but true. All right, guys, we're gonna wander around, see if there's any other places that have fossils, because this is about the best that we've found here. Just a piece of ammonite. All right, guys, so I just found this one, just sitting here. We're in the creek across the street from where we just were. And there's this really nice ammonite that was just sitting in the water. So in the bucket it goes, and we're gonna keep looking, see what else we find over here. Now there was actually 2 very, very heavy rains over the last week. So we're expecting that there's gonna be fresh stuff rinsed out. That looks like an ammonite or ratfish tooth or something. Not quite sure. What is this? Just a rock. All right, guys, so in this spot specifically, there's a bunch of stuff, but if you look at this, not sure exactly what it is yet, but it looks like a piece to a steinkern. If you guys don't know what that is, it is the mud that fossilizes inside a snail shell, and then the snail shell dissolves because it's calcium. So, pretty cool little find. I think I'll be putting him in my bucket. I also just found this guy, and this is a sea urchin fossil. You can see, hopefully you can, it's got the veins on the top from the 5 lines that they have. This is a heart sea urchin, just a piece of it. We will be going to another spot here in a second to find more, but just sitting here on the ground, and when they're sitting there, they look exactly like a rock. So you really got to keep a good eye out for these guys. And the ones over by the lake itself actually have a bunch of clay on the outside, so it's really hard to tell which ones are which. But another pretty cool little find. In the bucket it goes. All right, look at this one. It's another steinkern, and it's almost has the shell dissolved on it. So I'll take it home, help it out a little bit. Pretty cool looking little finds. I really like these things. I think they're really unique. Oh, geez.
And that, and this goes to it.
That was huge.
That goes to it, and this stuff goes to it.
That's a really nice size one.
And I found this, but I don't know what the heck this is. It's like a giant oyster shell or something.
Oh no, that's ammonite.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And this, that, because I was going to try
Oh,
to see if I
yeah.
could break that stupid thing.
The steinkerns. Golf ball. That's a nice one. Spalding. Put that in my bucket. All right, so my uncle pointed these out. It looks like the way glass breaks, like something hit right here and shattered it from the circle out. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. Let us know what these are, because we don't know. The only thing we could think of that would hit a spot like this and leave shatter from a central impact would be like meteorites or something. But let us know down in the comments what caused these shatter marks, what caused all of this right here, because it's all just in this one little spot. So let us know. That looks like just a complete shell of something. But this stuff crumbles apart so easily. So the issue with finding fossils in this area is fossils take on the sediment that they're in. So when you have fossils that are fossilizing in this clay, they essentially turn to clay. So some of them are ridiculously fragile. All right, my uncle just found this one. This complete, almost complete one, but it still has the ridge along its spine as well. Pretty good looking one. See what we can do to clean that one up later. This one's just sitting here. It's
hard to tell the difference.
It's gonna break, but we have all the pieces, so once we get it cleaned up, we can glue it back together. So we got 3 pieces. Once it's clean, we can glue it back together. Hopefully make it look nice again. Look at that. That's a nice one. That's a sea urchin. And it's still got all its skin pattern. Sorry, a little high there, but get that home and clean it up.
That's awesome, dude.
Let me see it. Charlie just pulled this up, and it straight up, hang on. It straight up looks like a dinosaur bone. That is crazy. All we saw was this, and so he wanted to try to pull it up, but look at that, guys. It's gotta be a dinosaur bone.
It's gotta be, dude.
That's crazy. And meanwhile, I'm over here finding sea urchins. That's really cool.
Yeah, you can see where it snapped off and it comes up to the...
Yeah, and it's bone.
Yeah, it's bone. It's either dinosaur or might be fossilized bison or something.
Yeah, but just this texture right here.
But that would have to be...
Definitely got to get that home and clean it up.
Yeah, that's bad to the bone, dude.
All right, so we left the spillway and we went over and got some lunch, and now we're over at the lake itself. Right along the edge right here is covered in little urchin fossils and other small snail fossils and stuff like that. So we're gonna go see what we find over here. Fun little fact, this is also where they film all the lake scenes in the show The Chosen. So if you watch that show, this edge right here is where they film all the Sea of Galilee stuff. Pretty cool. All right, guys, so I was over here and I just made a small little pile of these urchins. Where did I put it? Right here. Look at this. This is all urchins within like this 3 square foot area right here. It's crazy how many there are. So we're just gonna look along the entire edge and see what all we find. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to show you exactly how many of these there are. So here's one right there. Let's see, there's one. There's one. Here's a big one. Here's a small one. Here's another one. It's just crazy because that's how this whole surface is. Another one. And now these ones aren't as clean as the ones we were just finding in the creek, but once you clean them up, they look really nice. You just have to get them clean first. You got to take them home, soak them in some water, scrub them down with a firm brush, get them looking nice. But yeah, this whole area, this is all urchins. So really, really cool. And yes, I'm collecting as many as I can because I have a future project for the channel that you guys are not gonna wanna miss. All right, guys, that's it for fossil hunting at the lake, rock hounding, whatever you would wanna call it. I'm going to head home. I'm going to saturate these in some water. I just ordered an ultrasonic cleaner on Amazon, so that'll be here on Monday, a couple days. For you guys, that'll be in just a second. So I'm gonna go home, get these cleaned up, and put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. All right, guys, it's actually a couple days later, and I've been letting these things soak for quite a long time. I haven't gotten around to actually cleaning any yet, but I wanted to show you guys the results. So these are all sea urchins. Don't mind the towel on the floor, it's raining outside. So these are all sea urchins, quite a lot. And I haven't had the chance to clean any of these guys off. But I do have some that were already pretty clean from the start, and they're looking really nice. Let me see, there's a couple that you can still really see the patterns on. But I have some, I'll put up a photo for you guys so that way you can see what they look like fully cleaned, the couple that I have fully cleaned. And they look really, really cool. I like how you can still see the star on top. My brother's actually found a couple that have a lot more detail than this, but I don't have photos of them. All right, and then right here, of course, we have the 4 golf balls we found. Got to pick those up when you see them. And then these are all steinkerns. They are the mud from the inside of snail shells that fossilizes. That's a pretty big one. This one has something inside. I'm not quite sure. I haven't broke that out yet. Clam that's still closed, both sides. And then these are all ammonites. So we've got small ammonites, big ammonites. These are all from the Jurassic period. And the way a lot of these work, some of these are steinkerns as well. So some of these don't even have a shell on them. It's just the mud. And then some like this still have the shell, which is really cool. But most of the ones that you really, really want to find are going to be the ones that are still in their shell. Sadly, it's really hard to find those, especially where I'm located, because stuff mineralizes and fossilizes into limestone and clay. And so a lot of the times the shell just vanishes and then you're left with this chunk of clay that looks like an ammonite. Besides that, I really hope you guys enjoyed. My uncle did have that bone, and I've asked somebody, and they used to work in the dinosaur bone cleaning and all that. And they said it does look like dinosaur bone, and it does look like a limb to a dinosaur, or the end of a limb. So that's pretty cool. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that subscribe button, like this video, show this channel to your friends, and I will see you guys on the next adventure.